Hello everyone, welcome to Essie Speaks. Today I will be talking about enhancing your attractiveness as a woman, the best way to slay. And this video today is for women, basically for women, but anyone can learn from it and apply it to their life. So let's go straight into the video. Growing up in a Christian home, there's a scripture that was usually debated both at home and in church. That scripture is 1 Peter 3 from verse 3 to 5. It will be displayed on the screen. And it talks about, this is where Peter was talking to people, was addressing women specifically, and was saying that the women should focus on not on the outside appearance, not on wearing expensive jewelry or making fancy hairstyles, or it was talking about the clothing of women, how women should look and all of that. That was very, very important. And a lot of people misunderstood the scripture to mean, oh, women should not wear trousers, women should not wear makeup and all of that. And I'm not here to talk about that today, but I'm just going to share a few things from that scripture. And that is the fact that there are some things that matter most to women, and it is very, very beautiful to look attractive. It's good to look good, to pay attention to how your facial looks are, to pay attention to your beauty. It's better to be modest, to dress well, to dress neat, but that is not all that matters. There are so many other things you should consider as a woman. So my parents didn't let me wear trousers growing up. Throughout my teenage years, I didn't wear trousers. I was all skirts, because I came from a Christian woman, as you then imagine. So I didn't wear trousers. It was when I was going to the university, and my mommy bought me some jeans trousers. I was like, what's going on here? I'm like, okay, maybe she doesn't want me to go with this, because she said, okay, let me show her what I want to expect her to look like. And it was a very decent jeans trouser. It was really nice, and I wore it in the university and all of that. But I believe that the debate is not about should you wear earrings, should not wear earrings, should you apply makeup, should not apply makeup, should you wear this or should not wear that. I believe that the most important thing for a woman is to be modest and decent, and think about your appearance. Does it glorify God? What you're wearing, does it glorify God? If God looked at you, would he be happy? Would he say, oh, that's a proud daughter of mine? So it's not about wearing whether you should wear trousers. It's about what is God saying, and God deals with individuals in his own way, so he can give instruction to this person and not give you that instruction. So as a woman, what is very, very important is that you are modestly dressed and that you represent the kingdom wherever you are. So it doesn't matter whether you're going to church, because some people, when you're going to church, they are the most decent people on earth. They wear the best clothes, but once you meet them outside, they are something else. So you should be a representative of Christ wherever you go. And this post, most of my posts are about my lifestyle as a Christian. So you should know that I would be talking based on biblical principles. So as a woman, it is important that you pay attention to how you look, that you're dressed modestly, you look attractive, you look impeccable, you're elegantly dressed and all of that. It's very, very important. And I'll also be talking about other things that you should consider to enhance your attractiveness. There's this popular saying that men are moved by what they see and women are moved by what they hear. And I think there is so much truth in that popular saying, because the first thing that a man will look like, if you ask any man what's the kind of woman you want to marry, they'll first talk about, I must be attracted to that woman. So it means that they actually pay attention to how you look. So as a woman, you should pay attention to how you look. It should not just I'm just going down the street and wear like rubber slippers. I think that's one of the things I learned from my dad. I'm not perfect. I have a lot of growing up to do, but one of the things I learned from my dad doesn't dress casually. Like, it says, dress the way you want to be addressed. He will say, look good and all of that. And so a man will actually, first of all, perceive you based on how he sees you and dress. He can tell who you are by how you look, and that means that you should not pay less attention to your outward appearance. And another thing that I've come to realize, that I've learned in my journey, I'm currently job hunting, and I have had to package and repackage my CV several times because I've come to understand that how your CV looks will determine if you get called for an interview or proceed to the next stage. So imagine you going to research all the key phrases that are needed in a particular job. Research everything, you manage this team, you look for all the keywords, you arrange and package your CV that any reader that reads it will be attracted, that any ATS machine would give you like 100% score, like you are totally ready. And with that, you're able to secure interviews or several interviews, and then you go to the interview that you've been called to, and you cannot even compose yourself or speak good English. You know that you would definitely not be moving to the next stage. So it's good to package yourself, like package your CV, package yourself as a person, and you'll be attracted because you look attractive. But that is not the best way to sleep. That would not keep that relationship. That would not mean that people that you meet would see you as someone that is valuable, because there's something much more than the outward beauty, and that is what I'll be focusing on in this video. So what sustains your relationship, whether love, dating, marriage, friendship, partnership, your relationship with your colleagues, your relationship with your family, what sustains it is not your physical attractiveness. It is the values that you have, the virtues that you have, the inner beauty that Peter was describing in 1 Peter 3. And I'm just going to read that scripture for you so that we can have a clearer understanding of what Peter was saying. And it says in verse 3, it says, "Don't be concerned about the outward beauty of fancy hairstyles, expensive jewelry, or beautiful clothes. You should clothe yourself instead with the beauty that comes from within, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is so precious to God." And Peter was talking to wives in this scripture and telling them how they would deal with their husband. But this scripture is so important to women generally, that if you can focus on your inner beauty, the beauty that you exude, the character that you portray, people that meet you, once they are attracted to you physically and then they get talking to you, they can see that there's something special about you, there's something significant, there's something unique about you. They can see that, oh, I think I need to get to know this person better, because this person looks like a person that I would like to have a good relationship with. So what sustains your relationship is the inner beauty, your character, your values, your virtues, your skills. Those are the things that would sustain the relationship that you have, and you need to pay attention to that. So one of the first thing that you need to pay attention is your character, and that is, are you kind? Are you selfless? I mean, when you meet someone, are you looking for what you will get from that person or what you can give out? Are you naturally empathetic? Someone is telling you a story or sharing their misfortune or the problems that they are having, and you're like, are you the first person to go through it? I mean, so people, want to see the inner beauty that you have. That is, are you kind? Are you empathetic? Are you forgiving? Someone hurt you, because in this journey of life, people will hurt you. Your friends will hurt you. Your family member will hurt you. Your partner will hurt you. So can you easily forgive, or do you hold grudges? Do you keep malice? So what you can do is to forgive people, but don't let them back into that space that they occupied previously. Just give them some distance, but at the same time, do not hold grudge in your heart. Be sure that you are no longer bitter, that you have let them go from your heart. That is a better way to view life. So most importantly, focus on your character, focus on your inner beauty, and that this is one thing that you can consider. If you find out that you're being envious, you're always envious of people's progress, you're not happy when they share their success story, then you need to work on that. If you find out that you're intimidated when people say, oh, I've attained this height, or this has happened to me, you're not happy, or you want to always be in competition with people, that is not a good character. You need to work on that. You need to learn to be contented with what you are, who you are, where you are, and you need to learn to embrace your beauty. At the same time, be happy for others. learn to be humble, to treat people fairly and respectfully. The fact that you're from a rich background or you're privileged does not mean that every other person is under your feet, or you can just trample on people's toes and treat them the way they want. No, as a woman, you should learn to be humble, to be gentle, to be amiable, to be teachable. Like when people correct you, take corrections. And sometimes it might be easy for you to just, fight them back, but back in your closet, you should think about what they said. And at the same time, also another thing that you need to consider as a woman is to be generous, to be empathetic, to be gentle. Don't be always eager to fight or be always angry if you find out that you're always angry, like you have anger issues, like when people say one or two things, you're already angry and you start busting out, then that is a character that you need to work on. You need to go back home and then pray to your maker to help you in that area. So most importantly, it is important that you focus on your character. And there are some people that they're very greedy, they're very selfish. Everything that they want when they enter into a new relationship or they meet people, they're focusing on what they can get, not what they can give. I feel that is a very, very negative way to view life. So when you focus on being a giver, when you focus on being empathetic, being compassionate, being loving, when people meet you and they know that you genuinely care about them, you genuinely care about others, they would see you as someone that is valuable and someone that is worthy to be a friend. So as a person, if you focus on your outer beauty and you ignore your inner beauty, you see that you will not have long-lasting relationships, long-lasting friendship, long-lasting partnerships that is very, very beneficial to you. So as a person, it is important that you pay attention to your inner character. Like, do a self-evaluation. Think about yourself. Like, sit down and say, okay, be real to yourself. What areas do I need to work on as a person? And sometimes some of these attributes that you have is because of your background, where how you grew up, the people you grew up with, the things that you've seen in your environment. But it should not stay with you. You should be very, very truthful to yourself. And sometimes people give you this feedback. Oh, I noticed that you're always concerned about me. You're very selfish, and you take that as a negative feedback and you don't work on it. That is not good. If people are noticing something about you, especially when 1, 2, 3 persons have told you the same thing, you should sit back and evaluate yourself. Is this true about me? Do I need to work on this? So the best way to slay is to exude beauty from your inside. And once it is genuine, once it is true, people can tell. Once it's unfeigned, people can tell that you're not faking this. This is who you are. And if you're not like that, you can actually pray to God to help you. Say, Father, I want to be kind. I want to be compassionate. I want to be selfless. I want to care about people around me. I don't want to think about only myself in this life. And if you pray to God, God will definitely answer you. So that is one way that you can slay. That is one way that you can be beautiful inside out. And the second part that you need to focus on to increase and enhance your attractiveness is to focus on your personal development. Like I gave the example of the CV. Imagine a well-packaged CV, or you say, okay, you are a project manager, you've handled several projects, talk about all the achievements that you've had, and then you land a project management interview. And the first thing is, and you've written that you have excellent customer service, excellent communication skills, and they ask you a simple question that is ordinary, that everyone should know. Okay, what are the key requirements in stakeholder management, or what is very, very important for you to be a project manager, and you do not have answer to that? It means that you have nothing to offer, you have nothing to give. And that is why the second thing you need to focus on is your personal development, improving your intellectual capacity, your mental capacity. And this is very, very simple to do. I mean, if by all means go to school, education is very important. But beyond education is also good that you improve your mental capacity, and this can be done through books. through reading, through feeding your mind. And you can feed your mind. Today we have social media. There's so many places you can learn things from. You can go to YouTube, read something, watch something, and that can improve your understanding. You can know a little about everything just by watching several YouTube videos, taking several courses to improve yourself. I mean, studying about something that you lack knowledge of. So you can improve yourself personally. You can improve your professional competence. You can improve your intellectual competence by paying attention to things that would feed your mind, feed your soul. And this is a very, very intentional decision that you have to take. So you may choose to go to a culinary school to improve your culinary skills because you see, oh, maybe you're deficient in that area. Or you can choose to improve your financial management skills by taking a course, a money course, or doing something to improve your professional and personal development. So by all means, pay attention to your personal development. So it's your birthday, and the first thing that comes to your mind is to get a Brazilian wig. That is beautiful. You're gonna look very beautiful, and that will cost you a huge amount of money. But what if you divide the money you want to use to get yourself something very attractive? Look for how you can invest a part of it in your intellectual growth, in yourself, in your personal skills, your communication skills. Like right now, I'm about to take a course on communication skills because I feel like I need to improve more on that area, and I don't mind paying for it. So if you see that you're deficient in an area, you can choose to invest in that area so that you can be more attractive. You can increase your attractiveness. So as much as possible, look physically attractive and pay more attention to your inner beauty. Okay, I'm going to paint a scenario. Have you ever seen a guy that is very, very attractive, tall and handsome, and you expect that the lady that will be beside him is like a Miss World, and you find that he's not going for the popular opinion, the popular choice. He's going for someone that is a bit modest and not everybody's choice. But you find out that there's something unique about that person, and because the person has got something that others do not have, which might be that the person is intellectually sound. It might just be that the person is physically attractive and very, very humble. The person is meek, is quiet. The person is not one that is eager to fight. And that very, very simple nature is what attracted the guy to the lady. So if you think that it's all about being beautiful, having beautiful hair, knowing how to make the best makeup, good, but why not try something else? Why not try to work on your inner beauty? Why not try to be more kind, to always consider others above and consider others as well as consider yourself, or be more concerned about how other people feel, and you don't just open your mouth and talk anyhow. You're not a talkative. Like you work on what you say, how you say it, how you work. You work on being selfless, considering others, people's families, and always being there for people, because it's not just about being there for yourself, it's also about being there for others. So in summary, what am I saying? Be a go-to person, someone that people can always count on, someone that people can always rely on, someone that people can always say, oh, I can vouch for that person. Because why? You're loving, you're caring, you're compassionate, you care about others. You have one or two things to say. When people bring ideas, they want to ask you something, they know that you have something to offer. There's wisdom inside of you, there's knowledge inside of you. You will operate in some level of intellectual frequency with the other people, because you're not dumb, and that's because you've taken out time to ensure that you have improved yourself. So in summary, be very beautiful. You should work on your outside beauty, learn how to make up, dress well, and all of that, but also work on your inner self. Work on being kind, being patient, being considerate. Work on reading more books, listening to more educative and informative channels that can improve yourself and become better and better. And with that, you'll be able to keep relationship, love relationship, friendship with immediate with same sex and opposite sex, and partnership. People will not be running away from you. People will say, she's a good person. So that is a summary of my topic today. So the best way to slay is to focus on your inner beauty. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you learned a thing or two. And in your own opinion, in the comment section, you can share what you think about this. So what should people focus on more, outer beauty or inner beauty? And you can also share your experience in the comment section. Thank you so much. And if you've not liked or subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye.